My crappy old kitchen, my crappy old kitchen. Welcome to my crappy old kitchen. Did you see that?
Hey, I'm Todd. Welcome to my crappy old kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a herbal salve. A herbal salve consists of a medicated herbal oil to which we have added beeswax, so that it hardens into a solid for easier application. Today I am making a wound healing salve comprised of equal parts calendula flower, comfrey root, and plantain leaf. To make a herbal salve, the first task is to make the oil. I am making a 1:5 medicated oil, meaning that I am using 1 part herb by weight and 5 parts oil by volume. Many different oils can be used, as long as they are relatively stable, and today I am using olive oil, which is rich in monounsaturated fatty acids and has a pretty good shelf life. The first task is to weigh out each of the herbs, and for this recipe I am using 50 grams each to total 150 grams of herb material. Once I have weighed out the herbs, the next task is to grind the herbs into a fine powder, running it through a metal mesh strainer to separate out all the coarse fibers. Once they are all ground to a powder, add a couple splashes of vodka and mix well. In this recipe, I am using the alcohol as an intermediate solvent to initiate the first stages of extraction. When it's all mixed, cover the herb material and let it sit, anywhere from 30 minutes to overnight. The longer the better. Once this stage is finished, I need to measure out the oil and add it to the herbs. Since I am making a 1:5 extract, if we have 150 grams of herb, this means we need 5 parts oil, which is 750 ml. Add this to the powdered herbs and mix well. If you have an electric blender, mix the herbal oil mixture on high speed for 5 to 10 minutes until the sides of the blender jar are warm. The next stage is the application of heat, using a double boiler on low heat to render the constituents from the herb into the oil, evaporating off the alcohol in the process. Let the herbs soak in the oil for several hours until the smell of alcohol is gone, and when it's cool enough, pour small amounts of the herb oil mixture into some cheesecloth and squeeze out the oil into a clean, dry bowl. Just look at that rich green color. Once the oil has been separated from the herb, I'm going to measure out the oil to see how much I got. All in all, it looks like I got around 600 ml of oil, the rest of it hopelessly lost with the leftover herb. The next step is to add the beeswax. I usually add 1/6 the volume of beeswax, which gives a nice consistency to the salve. Given that we have around 600 ml of oil, this means I need about 100 grams of beeswax. I recommend that you use grated beeswax, as this speeds up the process enormously. Add the beeswax to the oil, and then put it back on the double boiler. Within a few minutes, the wax will melt, and now it's ready to bottle. Lay out your salve pots in a row, and carefully pour the oil into the pots. Once you are done, you can add some nice smelling essential oils, vitamin E for extra preservation, or leave it just as is. These salves will last anywhere up to 1 to 2 years before going rancid, especially if you ensure to always use a clean, dry utensil when using your salve. Okay, that's it. Now you know how to make a herbal salve. See you next time. For more great videos and free information on natural health, log on to toddcaldecott.com.